Even in a crowded city like Mumbai, the fruit-eating bat is able to locate the peepal tree, whose figs it chews with relish. The peepal tree and its cousin the banyan tree are two ficus trees endemic to India. Both have special importance in Indian religions and traditions. The banyan is also India's national tree. The bright red flowers of the Spathodia tree, also known as the African tulip tree, provide the bat with nectar. Aptly named Pichkari after its flower buds that contain water which can be squirted out, this is one of the world's most spectacular flowering trees. By dropping the flowers while feeding on the nectar, the great Indian bat helps in seed dispersal. Also known as the Indian flying fox, it may well be the world's largest bat. The canopy of the moist, deciduous and montane rainforests of the southwestern Ghats are home to the endangered Nilgiri langur. In this ecoregion, nearly 3/4 of the natural vegetation has been cleared or converted for cultivation and livestock grazing. The remaining forests are severely fragmented. The Nilgiri langur has been hunted in the belief that parts of its body have aphrodisiac properties. Dandeli in Karnataka, with its mix of deciduous and evergreen trees, is home to the beautiful Malabar giant squirrel. It can jump from tree to tree for distances up to 6 meters. Thorny acacia and palm trees provide sanctuary to one of the most intricate nests in the avian world, that of the Baya weaver. These nests are constructed from leaves of grass and strong fibers and are protected by their placement in tall trees and those above water bodies. The male invites females to inspect the nest with excited shrieks and flapping of wings. In case the invitation is declined, the nest is left incomplete at the helmet stage and work begins on another. Disguise and deception protect this nest of the purple-rumped sunbird, as it is made to look as though it is debris hanging on a neem tree. The leaf of the neem tree is known to have medicinal value. It helps to treat neuromuscular pain and septicemia and is recommended for blood purification. It is only fitting that the neem is popularly called a village dispensary. The Asian paradise flycatcher needs bamboo thickets and thick forests in order to survive. Flycatchers build their nests in tree forks and bind them with spider silk. By weight, spider's web is 5 times stronger than steel and is virtually indestructible. Tree hollows are home to a variety of birds like the blue-throated barbet, the chestnut-tailed starling, and the spotted owlet. Invariably, nest holes in trees are just large enough to allow its occupant to enter. This prevents any predator bigger than the bird from getting in. Forest floors offer a rich source of food to the Himalayan black bear, fallen fruit, berries, roots, and various insects like beetle larvae and termites. Considerable damage is caused to deodar and pine trees by bears who strip the bark to get to the sap which oozes out. Barking deer and spotted deer are ruminants who depend on the forest floor for leaves and tender shoots. Ruminants are mammals with 4 compartments in their stomachs, which help them to regurgitate their food. This behavior is known as chewing the cud. The tickle's thrush nests in short trees and bushes. This thrush is named after a British ornithologist, Samuel Tickell. A number of other birds, like Tickell's leaf warbler and Tickell's blue flycatcher, are also named after him. The red-billed blue magpie's nest is found in solitary tall trees in open woodlands. It is one of the avian world's more aggressive birds when it comes to protecting its chicks. The Asian paradise flycatcher gives birth to altricial chicks. They are born blind and helpless and do not leave the nest for varying periods of time, unlike the hen or the duck, whose precocial chicks can see and fend for themselves at birth. Precocial chicks leave the nest immediately after birth. Paradise flycatcher nests are made in trees near streams, as this habitat attracts dragonflies, a protein-rich food. The bamboo tree is actually giant grass whose shoots can be eaten. Bamboo is believed to be the only plant to survive the Hiroshima atomic bomb. The Malabar gliding frog is named because of its ability to use the webbing between its toes to land safely from a height. Rodents like the Malabar giant squirrel and the Indian palm squirrel find food in trees. Cicadas are insects that enliven a forest with their song. They use trees from which they sing by flexing their tymbals, a drum-like organ in their abdomen. Predators are not likely to be popular. This holds true as well for the Asian barred owlet. It invariably gets mobbed wherever it is spotted by birds like the bulbul and parakeets. Whether it is the great barbet in the Himalayas or spot-billed pelicans at the Vedanthangal sanctuary in the deep south of India, it would be impossible for many species of birds to mate and pass on their genes were it not for trees. From the Himalayan woodpeckers to racket-tailed drongos to babblers and peacocks, trees provide food and an environment for preening and allopreening. Would they exist but for trees? The Asian brown flycatcher is a plain brown bird, unlike its flamboyant cousin, the paradise flycatcher. It has decided to nest in a small hollow in a tree. The hollow is surrounded by foliage, which provides a perfect screen and protection from predators. No one knows that danger lurks around the corner. The need for cattle fodder forces the local villagers to cut the foliage. Either Providence or the axe wielder's keen eyesight saved the flycatcher's nest. It is now totally exposed to the elements as well as predators. It has become a fight against time. Will the chicks fly to freedom first, or will they fall victim to the weather or predation? We must hope that by the time the next breeding season comes, sufficient foliage would have grown to offer protection to the chicks should the bird decide to nest in the same hollow.